Welcome to another episode of Come Tom Live. It's a channel where we encourage you, motivate you, and challenge you to become the better version of what heaven has designed you to be. Welcome to a new month of May. May is a number of grace. 1 is a number of beginning. 2 is a number of witness. 3 is a number of Trinity. 4 is a number of balance. And 5 is a number of grace. God grace will find expression in your life this month. You move from glory to glory. You move from favor to favor. And God's blessing will terminate every form of disgrace in your life, in your family, in your business, in your endeavor. Every deadline shall turn to lifeline in Jesus' name. Thank you once again for joining me. I remain your friend, Lawrence Samuel. Today, I want to encourage us on something. You don't need money to make money. It happens to me several years ago. I'm a living witness. Let me tell you my story. When I left university several years ago, and I followed one of my church members to Lagos. I was staying with them. I was looking for a job. I wrote application to many companies. While I was waiting, one of my sister invited me to her church. So on Wednesday evening. So after the church service, they made an announcement that this particular insurance company are looking for marketers. So instead of staying at home, I applied. So I was called upon. That is how I started marketing insurance for one particular insurance company in Lagos. While I was doing it, they were not paying us. No salary. So I was placed on commission. So it was tedious. For straight 3 months, I was not earning anything. But I was doing it judiciously. I was trying my best. Until I came across a book that you will never become rich by working for someone. Success through positive mental attitude by Napoleon Hill. Success through positive mental attitude. That book transformed my life. After that day, I resigned. I started looking for what to do. I didn't have any savings. I didn't have money. I had nothing. I was cutting. And I began to look for a problem to solve, because in that book I read that money follow those who solve problems. So I began to look for problem to solve. And after a while, I began to ask all the customers, companies, because while I was working with insurance company, we used to visit big companies for presentations, encouraging them to purchase life insurance, indemnity, term assurance, all those kind of stuff. So I have done a lot of presentations for companies. So I visited one of the companies I presented for, marketed insurance for. So I went there. I was just asking them, what kind of problem do you solve here? Do you need external company to do for you? So thank God that they have insurance, they have cooperative. So I met one of the cooperative staff and I chatted with her. What do you need? What are the things that you need that a company can supply? And they said towards end of the year that they normally request for rice and groundnut oil for their staffs. That was how I got this idea of selling rice. Remember, I didn't have money, no capital, no shop, no office. So I drafted a very nice proposal I went to the market. I got all the brands of rice. I put the proposal together and I sent this proposal to all the companies I have marketed insurance for, to almost 35 of them. Out of 35 companies I wrote to, only 2 replied me. So out of the 2, one gave me LPO. The LPO I got in 2008 was 4.4 million naira worth of LPO. 4.4 million naira. I didn't have money, I didn't have savings. So I ran to a bank, one of the bank I was banking with. What I had with that bank was less than 1,000 naira. So I ran to that bank to finance it. The branch manager laughed. He laughed. He said, we can't finance you because you don't have any track record. So I went back to the company that gave me LPO that I need, they should reimburse me. You gave me LPO, there must be an advance payment for me to supply. And the man said, okay, let's try. The man gave me 50% of the advance payments. I took the 50% to the market. I bought the rice and I supplied. The remaining ones, I supplied them again. That is how I became a rice merchant. Do you know that the following year, I wrote proposal to 200 companies. Out of the 200 companies that I wrote to, 50 replied. Out of the 50, I did 35 supply. At that year, all the people that sell rice that in that market, for that second year, I sold more than them. Because I sold close to 8 trailers the following year. My first house, I bought it with rice money, with profit, one profit from Lafarge Cooperative. One rice, one supply. I got over ₦1 million profit from that sales, from that supply, and I bought my first land. I built my first house when I was 27 years old. Glory be to God. I want to encourage you today. You don't need money to start a business. What you need is idea. We have been told that prayer is the key. Prayer is the master key. Jesus started with prayer and ended with prayer. It's good. It's true. But I want to let you know, the Bible didn't say so. The Bible said that wisdom is the principal thing. In all you're getting, get what? Understanding. Get understanding. What is wisdom? Wisdom is the application of knowledge. You need to know, you need to have an idea. The Bible says there is a spirit in man, the inbreeding of the Almighty, give him understanding. You don't need money to start that business. What you need is idea. Bring customer and seller together and you make money. Join me in my next episode as I break it down to pieces how you can attract money and build a lasting business for your future, for your family, for yourself. Thank you so much for joining me once again today. I remain your friend, Lawrence Samuel. Keep on keeping on. God bless you.